So, as you said before, your payload is Earthworms. How did their ride go?
So payload was actually almost 4 kilograms because this is the regulations of the competition. The payload needs to be about 1 CubeSat, so it's a measurement for satellites. And we did 3 of them, so we did like a 3U. That's how it's called. So 3 CubeSats together. So the idea was to check the survivability. Oh my god, sorry, and how it will affect the worms inside of there. So we put them in the soil and in just like a ground or something to test it. It was really like fill up to the top, so it wasn't like moving all around inside of this. And also the worms are the creatures that don't really feel any pressure or something, so it can't do it a lot of harm. But we wanted to see if the heat or the high speed or it's a little too low for radiation, but maybe when they put it on space stations, for example, because worms are really good for the environment and for ecosystems because they make the soil better. So maybe if they will launch them someday in space, then it can make a difference, like the radiation or something. So we just want to test it. And it turns out really good because the judges on Europe really like this idea. So in order to get them there, we need to find a worm farm in Portugal. So it was really hard because in Portugal they don't speak a lot of English. So we need to tell them we need just a few of their worms. And the guy that was selling it was really confused, like why do we want like 30 worms or something? But he gave it to us for free. So really nice of him. I bet he didn't know they will fly to space, so almost space. And they ride safely. They survived. We have a video of them, like we putting them out. So nothing really happened to them. So this was all safe and sound.
And also, I would like to say that we have a plan, also 2 plans for payloads for our next 2 competitions. We creating a research project and for our payload, and we contacting with professor from our university. And one project is to find the impact of acceleration and velocity in our rocket to the animal cells and or embryons we will put to our payload in the small lab on chip. Or if it won't work, if we won't be able to create such a thing, we will try to get some processors or something like Arduino or STM32 and try to make algorithm and try to calculate at the time when we were flying. And after this, we will try to make our data save to SD card.
For the effectiveness of the algorithms, so basically check the errors between processors that they can or cannot perform the same actions, the same calculations with the same accuracy.